Conflict resolution. Oh, don't we love internal conflict and strife? I'm obviously joking, but let me ask you a simple question. In a business, or even on a personal level, could you see the benefit of understanding better communication skills, how to dissolve and resolve conflict and stress and heighten emotions between individuals or even groups, and finding ways that people actually can truly connect, relate, understand each other, and actually, in many cases, become closer post the resolution? If this seems like a benefit, came to the right place. My name is John Ruman. I'm an international business coach, consultant, and corporate trainer. I teach conflict resolution. Let me tell you why. Just imagine this situation. So we have a person, and someone in their organization says or does something that bugs them, and they're upset about it. They internalize it. People feel the tension between them, but the person doesn't say anything. Over time, they start to do little passive-aggressive things. They may even speak up in strange little moments in the office, but it doesn't really blow up. And then one day they either quit or blow up, or just something really bad happens. Well, that's what happens when conflict resolution is not something that's actively pursued and dissolved within an organization. If you think of it like a steam that builds in a pot, it's important to make sure it is regularly relieved. And how do you do that? Well, there's techniques to do that. It's simply effective communication and making sure both parties are fully understood, and that when these things are made part of a culture, it literally can change the game. The important thing, and this is something I do when I actually do these workshops with companies, is that it's simulated. So we'll actually pretend there's a problem, we'll come up with one, and we'll actually role play back and forth how to best address this, and then the person or persons in the group will practice. And over a period of time, it'll become easier and easier. And I'll give them little worksheets so they know the language they need to do and certain ways to make the other person feel understood. But what happens is once you actually practice things, you're going to learn much, much better than if you were to just go and take a class. So the entire style of how I'll be running these workshops is simply that of simulation. So I'll teach it, you'll understand the fundamentals, and then we'll actually practice. So roughly 2/3 of the time when I work with an organization is actually on the simulations. And I don't allow the groups to be too big, so we have time for everyone to actually practice and learn from the situation. And you learn by doing and observing others doing, but more from doing yourself. So if you know of anyone who has an organization that would benefit from this, small as maybe a group of 5, and I've done very large groups, but I try to keep the actual group I'm working with in particular smaller, at least for the role-playing section, so they can practice, or I'll break them up into pairs or whatever. So if you have anyone that you know would benefit, or if your organization would benefit, reach out to us. Our costs are very competitive. And most importantly, the outcome for your organization is that people will have much greater resolvement and resolution and much less actual tension within the workplace. So it'd be great for everyone. So I look forward to meeting you in the future and helping your organization create a more positive and dynamic workplace.